Hello everyone, my name is Rosie, this is Steve, and welcome back to Rosie's Rapid Record Reviews. Yeah, let's get right into this one.
Rap star, pop star, rock star, give me that rap star, pop star, rock star, give me that.
Today we are going to be reviewing Vylet Pony, Monarch of Monsters. And this is an album I have been scared to talk about since I started this channel, because I knew once I started a music review channel, it was only a matter of time till I got to this, because this album is just, it's insane. There's so much to this album that I could get into. And before I get into honestly anything here, I want to start this by saying I'm going to talk about the concept and the story of this album after talking about all the songs. And another thing before we get into the drawing, I'm wearing this shirt right now and my hair's greasy as fuck. If it looks differently when sludge comes on, that's because I only have time to record the first half of this video. If you follow this channel, you know we draw the artworks poorly, and oh boy, this time. Okay, so before I even show anything, I do want to say I sincerely tried to draw this. I suck at just anatomy in general, and every time I drew it, it just kind of looked like two people combined into like one blob, and nobody needs to see that. So about halfway through, I decided to go with this. I'm sorry about you. You got kind of cooked in like the aftermath here, but the wolf looks cool, and the tree's cool. I didn't draw it in with like green. It's just fucking pencil lines. I think that's pretty epic. But if you look over here, you can see the actual art, which is a fucking masterpiece. I'm gonna die on that hill. This is probably my favorite album art of last year. I might be forgetting something, but anybody who talks shit on this, you're stupid. Get better. Honestly, just like grow up. You know what I mean? What up, y'all? It's future Rosie. I know you have never seen this perspective on the channel ever, so that's pretty cool. Shout out Gorillas over here. But I don't like the way I talked about Pest in the video, because it just didn't really work for me. So, you know, I'm giving it another go here. This, like, beat on here is a lot nicer and just more uplifting than the later songs. Obviously, like, the lyrical content is about just feeling regret and just anger at yourself over certain things. I'm not entirely certain what happens throughout the exact story of this because I haven't read the novella, but the beat is really nice. The guitar, I absolutely love how distorted it sounds on these choruses, and Violet's voice is amazing. It just shows off her absolute range with it, because she has a very just nice calming voice, I'd say, most of the time. And on this, it's nothing like that. She gets just straining these notes in a good way, and it just sounds amazing to listen to. She's a great vocalist. And this song, it just rips. That's the best way to put it. This instrumental is absolutely nutty. I love how fast it is. I just love the spacing between this da-na-na, na-na-na, na-na-na. It just makes you want to bop your head and just move along to the song. It's got a great pace to it. And for a while, this was my favorite on the record. I think it's probably like third or fourth now, but I still really enjoy it. I think it's a tight, clean song. It's got great vocals, and it's an instrumental that's enough to just get you jumping around, excited, and just making that metal face where you hear something really nasty where you're just like, oh, shit, okay, this is crazy. Listen to the way she says stupid dog on here. It's just disgusting. Like, how do you hit it that hard? That's nuts. And the Heretic kind of has a similar quality riff too. It's like slower, but this down, like it's just it's kind of a slowed down version of the ones from Play Dead. But maybe I'm just reaching here. I love the vocal delivery and the chorus. It's a lot more fun and uplifting. It's the Heretic. Yeah, this is another one like Pest, where it kind of just fits into the more mellow tracks on this album. If it was on any other album, it'd probably be up there. But for this one, it's mellow. It's got nice verses and more hard-hitting choruses and drops, you know? So it's a great track. But if we really want to talk about songs growing on me, the next song, Vitality Glitch, is just, it's way up there for me now. The chorus on this is maybe my favorite on the record. Just the way those strings play between Violet's voice, it's so nice to listen to. I also love the little ooh ad-libs after the chorus. That shit's nice. That's a nice little touch. And I just like how more, I don't know, this one's a lot less metal and rock influenced than the other tracks, and I kind of enjoy that. But at this point, playtime is over, because we get this whole Frankenstein sample at the end, where the doctor's, you know, screaming, "It's alive!" And then it builds up into the end until we get into the next track, the Wallflower Equation. And this is where shit really hits the fan for me in the album. In a good way. I love this album. And there's just so much to love about it. Like, the drums feel so angry and just aggressive. They've got that punch to them. And the drop, when it comes in the first time, is already just like euphoria. It's so nice to listen to. But when you get Violet's really good performance on this song in, especially on that second verse, she hits so many like different notes. The way she hits Silly Boy, I don't know why, it's just so memorable. That's been in my head like since last October. The midsection too here is also really good with the flutes and the way it builds up into that second drop. Because once you get that second drop and she's just over there howling over the track, this is peak music. Like this is what I listen to music for. Moments like this, because nothing else in life can really replicate the feeling you get when you listen to something like this. And after this point, the song just progresses further and further until all the guitars and the drums just like speed up and become this wall of just distorted noise. But the whispering and like the acoustic guitar performance at the end of this track really keeps you on edge going into the next track, Princess Cuckoo. And this is kind of a divisive one, I see, and I am not there. This, if Wallflower Equation is my favorite right now, this is probably second. And I don't even listen to it that much because the first half of this song is just really painful emotionally. Like just the intro alone with these, whatever these sounds are, and these little quiet, real quiet, like screams it sounds like in the background, or cries. I don't know exactly what it is. But we get this very slow and steady bass tone coming in, this and the moment that hits, you just know whatever's about to happen is going to be fucked. I think the reason the song is so divisive is it depicts it in such a, like, just a mean way, and I think this is the perfect way to depict it, because there's nothing, like, funny about this. There's nothing, like, you can make easy about this topic. It's just horrible, you know what I mean? And then the echo of just this sad, delivered, this is how you grow up. It's devastating. Like, it hits you right in the heart. And right when she's got you, she comes back in with, "And you think I'd just forget." And we get the best moment on the album, and it's not even debatable for me. The drop on this song is, like, inexplainable to me. It's just some of the most satisfying metal I have ever heard. The drums, the guitar, it's just so fast-paced. You're just rocking your head back and forth. And it makes you wonder how you went from such, like, an emotional, raw topic to this just aggressive, destroying drop. But yeah, after that vulnerable, emotional moment, you think we're gonna get a break. And I am, because I gotta go somewhere, and I'm gonna come back with a different shirt, and we're gonna talk about a 22-minute song that is almost also as emotionally vulnerable and depressing and devastating. So let's get into that. I am back. I just got out of the shower, so, let's get back to it. Track 8, Sludge, is just a simple little song. There's not too much to it. It's just got a little beat, and, it ends. But okay, in all seriousness, this song, this is going to be the point in the album where I stop making a lot of sense, because especially with this one, I couldn't take notes because I was just sitting there with my eyes closed, just taking this in. And this song is always an experience. I've heard it maybe like 10 times now, and every time it's just crazier than the last. Even the intro bit, which used to kind of be, I don't know, it used to drag to me. I feel like it's very methodical and hypnotizing to get you into the song. Just this repeated rivers run red, and it just keeps going back and forth until you finally get into the devastating stuff that I was talking on Princess Cuckoo. Vylet, she's really just pouring her guts out on these lyrics. The dichotomy of her just shivering these words out, just panicked, and then you get this harsh rock drop, and there's a couple of those. It just goes back and forth a bit until you finally get that sinner be dead. She hits that shit. That is insane. And then the drop comes in, and you know, you could hear this drop, you could get an outro, and that could be the whole song. It could be like a nice little 8-minute song there, and it would be killer. But no, we get treated to just going into like a completely different universe. Because after this point, I'm not even going to try to talk in like logicals here. This is just pure magic in music form. Like, if you don't feel yourself just getting wrapped up in the moment of this song, there's so many just beautiful synths and pads and just chords in this midsection. It comes up where there's like, I don't know if it's what horn instrument it is, but we get this like horn instrument solo with the drums, and it's killing it. And this whole section just flies by. And eventually we do get back to the drop we heard earlier, but this time it's even longer, it's more aggressive. These higher notes, these ding, 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 ding notes just kind of permeate at the top of the mix, just scratching in your headphones, and it's a fucking awesome experience. That's really the best way I can put it. And anybody could have ended an album here, and it would make sense. But we still get 4 more tracks. Revenge Fantasy, if I have to pick a least favorite, it's probably mine. And it's not even because there's anything wrong with the song. There's just like one part I don't like. And it's that scream before the first drop. And like, you know, it's not like I'm saying I don't like Vylet's screaming on this record, because I think it's very good on some of the other songs. It's just the momentum of this song completely stops for it. And then it kind of halts to me it halts the impact of that first drop. But when the drop comes back the second time, and you hear that voice line of, "I'm not your monster anymore," or whatever this guy says, it has so much like emotional weight to it when you know all the stuff that has happened through this record, and you get that line of, "I'm not your monster anymore," and then the drop comes in. The drop is fucking fantastic. If this doesn't give you chills, I don't know what will. It's a great EDM drop. I think this is the perfect place for it after something like Sludge and Princess Cuckoo, where we got really into the metal style. And we continue on more EDM-ish stuff after this with Huntress, which kind of feels like an old, like, whimsical ballad, because it has these nice, playful flutes in it, but there's also these really, like, wavy synths and pads that make up the instrumental. It's just a nice song and section after a lot of rough stuff in this record. Also, the writing at the end of this song is so good. Like, I'll probably put up the lyrics here, but these, like, last 4 to 5 lines were really getting me. I think she has some great writing here, and that extends to the outro, "Rest Now, Little Wolf." This song has been weird for me, because when I get it on my own, just, like, listening to my playlist, it does not hit that much. But listening to this whole album, and just hearing those lines of, "To be gentle, to be kind, this is the way," and then you get Vylet's verses, which are just, I think, the best writing she's ever done. It feels so just God, man, it punches you right in the heart. It feels like she's just telling herself important things and just things you should remember in life to just keep close to you, to just keep going on, to fight from this evil. You can go through so much pain in your life and you can still find light and happiness in certain things like music, like it says in the last song, your friends, your identity. There's so much beautiful stuff out there that you can see, and I think that's a beautiful message to just end the record on. But somehow, if you're still watching this video and you haven't heard this album, that's what you should check out, because this is one of the best albums I've heard, and I don't even feel like any hesitation in saying that, because every time I give this another listen, I'm just reminded of how impactful it is. But yeah, that's it for me. That's it for Steve. October's almost up, you know, so we gotta skedaddle. But thank you for watching this review. I hope I made enough sense. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. RRRR. All right, buddy, come on. We're leaving until next October. We out of this bitch.